Technical challenges. No fun. Technical challenges. No fun. True. Chat works there, but it won't work in my overlay for some reason. Always something. I guess I don't really need to be able to chat that way. Whatever. Let's do all. Cool. Everything looks normal. Alright. Watkins, US. Practice. Alright, cool. Make sure all the stuff's working. Oh yeah, I wanted to do that. Let's do... There's a bright screen. Alright, got that done. What else is I gonna do? Get this out of here. Okay. I think that's good. Make sure this is hidden. Yep. Test, test. Yep, sounds normal. Alright. Let's see. I'll put myself in a different group. Go with different. It's a lot of fuel. Only a few laps of it, but give me a chance to get comfortable. Actually, yeah, I was curious what the unlocked FPS would look like here. I figured this week might use that GPU a little bit more. Kind of curious. Geez, still 200, 205 FPS, 215. That's crazy. Don't need that much. Anything else? Cool. I imagine this would be a pretty popular week. I think a lot of people like Watkins Glen. Not sure how it'll be in this car racing, but the track itself, I think people like. Do that on lap 1. Not sure what the VRS lap is this week here. Probably should have figured that out before I started. I'm actually curious if anybody's watching and has access to VRS. I'd love to know what the time is. Degrees. It's a lot cooler than that practice session we did just a little bit ago too. Slow it down too much.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
I don't know why the car feels so much slower this week for some reason. I did like an ounce of Super Formula the other day. I think just how insanely fast that car is makes us feel so much slower. I have to like do a double take. Am I driving F4 accidentally or something? Not sure if I should be going to third or staying in fourth there. Don't quite recall. Ton of grip. on the grip. Good grief.
39.461. You've got the fastest lap.
Oh, I thought I stayed on it. Cut it enough. It actually did induce some oversteer like I was told it might.
You just hit the fastest lap.
Alright, clean through here. Much better.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Dang it.
You've got the fastest lap.
Ah. Leaving that time away. If I can stay in fourth there.
Now 1 lap of fuel left.
Here's my mouse.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
38.7.
38.785. You just hit the fastest lap.
More fuel. A little more fuel. And my mouse is gone. Base shakers knock my mouse off constantly. I need to find a solution for that. Come on, focus. There we go. See what kind of lap times other folks are going to be doing here. I don't really know what to expect. 38.6. 38.9, 37, or 39.7. I would imagine people are going to start popping into the practice session here shortly, given there's a race starting in less than 30 minutes. Kind of see what times people do. Which I have not raced here in this car, so for me it's all kind of new. Not sure what to expect. 38.6, best so far. Put more fuel in, maybe run more laps. I kind of just want to run in my own little group, but then at the same time, like being around other people, kind of helpful. Maybe I should do some of that. So I'll just go up to... Go to hits fuel. Also kind of helps to see other cars on the track for like graphics performance and stuff if I need to change anything. It's gonna be way overloaded with people though. I just want to run some laps, get comfortable. It's 100 degrees Fahrenheit track temp. It looks good. A little bit of stuttering. I wonder if there's people joining. I have to like join messages, system messages off for that reason. Don't actually know if it helps. Figure it can't hurt. Full tires.
Car stop on the left.
The first time through that penultimate corner, lift just a touch.
Got it, right car on the right. Go left.
Wow. Apex in there somewhere. Kind of hoping to chase somebody. More trail break in there. I think fourth is probably the play. But then going down to third, I'm not sure that's really necessary. Try both of those out and see. That big curve really doesn't matter that much. Sam, you were right. Clubbed a little wrong that time.
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Yeah. Well, which is faster? I didn't need to brake that long. I don't know. Rip. Oh my god. I thought I was gonna run it. I didn't think he was gonna. I didn't think he was going to do the thing before I got there. Damn it. Funny. Just kind of like relegated myself to the fact that I was going to run into him. Guess I shouldn't have done that. Come on, I'll give you a tow. Just move my mouse now before it hits the ground again. A little understeery, first lap.
Down the right.
That's probably my worst corner still.
You got a straight car on the left. Go right.
So this is why I do group 10. I want the traffic, I need the traffic, but that's why I do group 10. It does get a little boring just laughing at myself, so all good. IGP Fun should be pretty awesome this week, I would think. This is a cool track. I'd imagine it leads to some pretty decent racing.
You got a straight car on the right.
First lap. Whew. I always love it when the sun comes out after it's a little overcast in this game.
Buena, Mauro. Buena, Manu, ¿cómo va?
Kind of hate it when it's overcast actually. It just looks so gloomy, it's hard to see stuff.
Todo bien, negro, volviste a la AMT. Estamos en Discord, compadre, pero si queréis venir, por favor.
Okay. Don't want to do a lot of that.
Vale, vale, sigo aquí ando dando vueltas con un amigo, igual estamos en Discord. Vale.
Alright. Lap 2. Should be a little bit, a little warmer. Man, it's got to be close. I think it's just all four over the edge of the curve, I think. Rumble strip. I gotta go back and look at that, see how close I am. I feel like I'm like super close. Not close enough! Ooh. How the hell did I not hit anything? Think the tires are a little warm? Yeah. Yeah, probably. Take it a little easy here on the rest of this lap. Man, I just did not cut. I did not cut that nearly enough. That's the danger. You're gonna take that line, you don't cut hard enough, then yeah, you're going for a ride. If you don't cut, as I've since learned and been taught a little bit, you're also either going to go for a ride or it's going to be slow as hell. That corner I have to figure out. Don't have to hit them that hard. "13 laps on this tank."
46.599.
Fourth will do. Curves, unfortunate. Oh man, the Monday car guys are going. I'd like to do some broadcasting or something just to do it. Solid, solid. Okay. Don't want to slide that too much. Definitely don't want to go that far. Also not that great, I don't think. I need to see that from like a rear chase. Good lap-ish. Actually not that great. You see the mistakes I made throughout the lap. It's like, could have been a lot better. Stay on it. Henry, give me the toe. Oh god. No, get out of the way. Damn it, this is not gonna end well. Average. Yeah, I'd say that was average. Dang it. Just kind of knew what was going to happen there, right? I mean, I didn't want to hit him. Definitely didn't want to hit him. Alright, let's check it. Come on. Let's fix this first. Did you know?
Bro, what are you doing?
Just practice, man. It's just practice. Just practice. Just practice. Did you know that this setting...
Man, you see me coming and I'm on a flyer. You don't get out of the way. Like, I get it's just practice, but come on, man.
Nobody's obligated to get out of your way. Save the track. So this is the track setting. I would always save the car, like you were setting the cockpit or whatever, and every time I'd come back and it's like angled in a weird way. And I have since learned that is a track setting. The unfortunate thing is you got to go set it for every track, but once you do, then you're good to go. I like this so much more than the Skippy, buddy. So much more. It just feels like a real race car. You know? I feel like the Skippy just doesn't feel... I don't know. It just doesn't... I mean, not to like downplay the Skippy being a race car or anything, but like, I don't know, I just feel like you're driving this more like you would drive a real race car, whereas Skippy just feels like you're doing this crazy shit just to get it to hop the curb and the right thing, and you know, I don't know. It feels less like they would actually do that on the track at a race on a weekend. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense at all? Maybe I'm totally wrong. That's just kind of how I feel about it. So context here, I was up like 4/10 on my best lap, and I'm sure a lot of it was because I was drafting my man here. And I knew when I saw him he was that far out, I was like, well, I know which line he's taking through here. I know which line I'm taking through here. And honestly, I didn't even hit it that well. I just knew I was going to catch up with him, and I didn't want to hit him and screw him up. So, toast. Toast, toast.
Thank you, James.
Alright, see if we get a little bit better. From a go-kart to a Ferrari. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never driven a Ferrari, but I've driven a pretty fast mid-engine two-seater. I've got one in the garage, right? I don't know. It's I don't know, it just feels more like you gotta brake hard, use the downforce, you know. You're not sliding it quite the same, it's just different tires, different physics, just feels really different, right? I mean, I think a lot of people will say, and maybe they're not right, but you look at, like, you know, go to any Discord or any subreddit where they're talking about entry-level open-wheelers and whatever, and everybody mentions the Skip, as do I. And the first comment's always like, yeah, you know, the Skip it just drives different, right? You always get that comment. It's just the stuff you got to do with that car to be fast. It's like people have just figured it out. They've perfected it in such a way that if you really want to be quick, you got to do some strange stuff. And I guess that's probably true, honestly, with any car in a game like this. Like, it is a video game after all. It's really easy to forget that fact. But maybe that's just a true statement in general. I mean, look at the way I'm hopping over these curbs in the bus stop. I don't know if they're doing that in an F3 car, right? Like in real life, I don't know.
Can you get out of the way?
God, what a dickhead. You know, you can always go to your own group and you don't have to have anybody with you in the session and still participate in practice. Full tires, Barry. Back corner. So right now I'm just doing open practice. Oh wow, that was more aggressive than I expected. But I do participate in a league on Sundays. It's around like 4:30ish Eastern, Sunday afternoons. It's a European league, so it just happens to be, you know, late afternoon for me. It's called IGP Fun. It's super good league. Lots of extremely fast people in there. Very helpful fast people too. A lot of tips, a lot of just people being helpful. I gotta move my mouse or I'm gonna lose it again. Yeah, I mean, once I told people like, hey, I'm new, you know, I'm not new to open wheelers, but I'm new to this car. Lots of offers of setup help and driving tips and all sorts of stuff, which I thought was extremely cool. So yeah, I actually don't do a lot of pubs in this car. I just generally focus on practice during the week and then participate in the league on the weekends. Think about hitting apexes every once in a while. It's a great car, man. It's a great car. Almost to the extent that I hope they don't refresh the thing. I know it's inevitable, but it's a good car. Yeah, exactly. It's a good point, man. Want somebody safe to be around. All those things. That's a good point. It's just a great car. Honestly, the only thing I would change is have the ability to remove this antenna. I'm glad it doesn't have the halo. I hate the halo in the F4 car. I think it's annoying as hell. Like, I get it, but you know, we're in a game. Don't need the halo. I prefer that to be an option, just to get rid of it completely. And if we could do like the whole transparent thing for this antenna like they do for the halo, I wouldn't change anything else about this car. It's fast enough to have fun. It's not so fast that it's practically impossible to drive for most people, like Super Formula, for instance. No gimmicky stuff like no DRS, which I think they have DRS in the real life F3 car. I mean, it would be cool to have the strategy or whatever for that, I guess, but I don't know. I can also just focus on driving. I don't have to worry about, like, this person isn't push to pass, or DRS, or how much time do I have left on a push to pass, or anything like that. I could just drive the car. Love the downforce. That's a cool little element to it. I wouldn't say I'm good at it or anything, but like, getting better. I love the way that it sounds. Sounds like a race car, you know? That's one thing about the F4 car I actually really don't like. It's so muted. It drives beautifully and it's fun. Oh god, all those things, but I don't like the way it sounds. It does sound like an evolved Skippy. Not a big fan. That bus stop is critical. Must be 8:15, yeah. I feel like people have left. Felt like I got through that corner better. I'm not sure if I actually did. I'm not turning in early enough. Oh, what pace are you looking for? What's up, Michael, by the way? Pace am I looking for? That's a phenomenal question, my man. I think a lot of it for me at this stage of the week is just trying to find some comfort. I honestly don't even know what the VRS lap is. If one of you guys has VRS and wouldn't mind looking at that, I'd really appreciate it. See, I'm not really looking for a number at this point. I don't even know what fast is. I would imagine 37s are like actually fast. I'm not going to be there. Mostly just finding some consistency. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I'll definitely do some officials this week. I like this track. I generally stick to like 1 or 2 at most. I think last week I only did 1. I was also sick as hell last week, so that didn't help. Definitely don't need to downshift there, Chris. Probably had a fastest lap if you didn't do that. Fastest lap for me.
38.891.
Better. Stay. Look at how much time, man. But yeah, I think 38s. I mean, for me, 38s are going to be where it's at for sure. It's also temperature's lowering here, 97 degrees track temp. Don't come out too wide.
Still there. Clear on the right.
Thanks for stopping in and chatting a little bit, Michael. Always makes this a lot more fun when people engage, for sure. Oh, focus. Yeah, I'm just kind of practicing tonight. I've driven Watkins plenty in different cars, never in an F3 car. So just trying to like get some of the nuances. Trying to figure out what's decent. Have a little bit of fun. I almost popped that downshift. Letting my brain wander. Damn. Where's that off? Or it's gotta be a slowdown somewhere out there, right? That's interesting. Look how much time. For a 1X. It's going to be one of those weeks. People are going to just destroy their safety rating to get 4/10 in the first sector. Guess it's probably worth it. Waited way too late to turn. Car just absolutely feels amazing through here though. It's fixed. Let's see. $38.4. Dang it. Way too late to brake. 37.5. Good grief. Yeah, that's moving, I'd say. That is absolutely moving. Thanks for that. 37.5.
39.115.
Well, I'm certainly not going to be getting anywhere near that. My optimal right now is a 38.2. If I could live mid to low 38s, like if I could just get down there, not like actually I guess be there all the time, but I'd be pretty happy with that. I wonder if third gear is a little bit faster through there. That's not going to do anything for the tires. Let's try a little bit less fuel. Somebody told me once you get through about 10 or so liters, just You're going to be chasing that time. Like 10.5. I think that's only good for about 6 or so laps. I guess there's nobody here, so I don't have to worry too much about being in the wrong group. I'll just stay in the first one until people show up. But like the race session's already up, so I mean, everybody's pretty much gone.
Left side. Clear.
Very overcast off in the distance there, huh? Almost like rain's coming. Rain is coming. Wait, like, is it something? Did they announced anything in the last couple hours that's confirmed? I hope it is coming. I for one am excited about rain. Not that I'm gonna like actively seek out to race in it very often or anything, but just the idea.
Right side. Clear on the right. Car right. Clear on the right.
Oh, I hope he didn't spin up because of me. Eric, hope I didn't cause that for you. Yeah, exactly. I hope it's coming, man. I hope it's coming. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, for real. I think it's gonna be cool. I was telling somebody, probably in multiple avenues, that it's not even about, for me it's not about like actively driving and racing in rain, because I agree, like, yeah, that's gonna kind of suck, but that's kind of the point, I think. I just think it's cool. I like the idea of like a weather system and, you know, what that can actually mean for other areas of the sim over periods of time, you know. I just think it's a neat concept. I like the idea that they're trying to kind of branch out and try different stuff. I'd love to see rally come to iRacing. I'd love to see snow stages and mud stages and whatever. I think that would be cool. And a full-on weather system would be required for stuff like that, you know. Not to say that that would ever happen, but it'd be pretty interesting if it did. Yeah, SR is definitely going to take a hit. And I'm cool with it. I'm not going to be the person that's like, you know, doing the Formula Ford next season so that I can participate in rain races or anything, but for week 13 when they're doing it and all that, like, hell yeah, can't wait. 38.7. Take that. Chow. Great. So much time there, it's crazy. Not a great corner. he gonna let me go by? Yes, he is. Thank you, sir.
Clear.
That's an unfortunate little tap.
38.598. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Ooh, stayed on it. Still half a second off the fastest lap. Of course, that dude is super quick. And I shifted too early. These track temps might be able to take that pretty flat. Jeez. Okay. Alright. Take a break. Take a second. Collect yourself. Almost died. I was full opposite lock for a couple seconds there. I mean, hell of a save, if I say so myself. This corner is the worst one for me. By a mile. I'm shocked there's no slowdown out there anywhere. I mean, maybe there's one somewhere, but I've gone pretty well. I haven't seen it. Maybe we should go find it. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. Take that. You can take it flat. God, look at that power slide. I was so focused on the marks. I didn't even get back on the throttle. Ooh, the tires are toast. Not good. I would think so. I have not done a race here in this car. I mean, literally tonight, it's the first time I've ever been on this track in this car. So I would think so. I would imagine they'll feel a little worn out by the end. Depending on how you drive. If you're oversteering coming out of corners and just keeping the throttle in it and spinning them up, I'm sure they're going to be overheating, so you'll be feeling it. But I mean, nothing too crazy. It's just kind of normal F3 stuff. Definitely thought I'd hit that guardrail. Found loose right through there. green. Optimal's down to a 38.1. That didn't help. I swear that corner. Not my friend. I need new fuel, or need new fuel. Need more fuel. Yeah, it's one thing about F3, you're not going to run out of tires pretty much anywhere. We do, like, the IGP fun races are like, I mean, how long are those things? They gotta be like 45, 50 minutes or something. You don't wear the tires out there.
Pit boxing right here.
Pit boxing right here. Not much of a countdown, huh? Take a look at one of those better laps from this angle. See what that looks like here. That's so funny. Oh man. People. I don't know why I engage with people on Reddit. You'd think I'd be smarter than that. But for some reason, I just cannot help myself. I'm not sure what you guys can see. I wish you could see my fourth screen here, just to get a sense of like what I'm looking at. But yeah, let's see. I'll show you some of these laps. I mean, this dude, Michael, man, whew, he's always quick. I see him in a bunch of lobbies, and he's always just absolutely on it. Get my fan going here. I'm toasty down in here. Wait, what? The Reddit thing? I can't help myself, man. It's fucking infuriating. It's like, I don't know. I'm an idiot, I guess. I think I'm just an idiot. I see people say stupid things, and I'm just like, I can't not reply to you. I'm like, I think it's like an older person thing too. Like you get a little older, you get a little wiser, and you see like younger people saying really stupid things, and it's like, I just sit there and I'm like, I have to say something. I can't be smart and just forget about it. But yeah, so true. So true, so annoying. And yet I get baited into it. Like this person was talking about, like I literally just responded to somebody because I got a notification, and the post is something like, you know, should I get a 4070 Ti or a 4080? Money isn't really much of a concern, or it's not much of a factor. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, shit, and they're talking about like I really want, like performance is really important to me, and money's not much of a factor. And I'm like, well, if that's true, if that's really true, buy a 4090. You know, it's like a 4080 costs what, $1,200? A 4090 retail, I'm speaking retail here. A 4090, I literally just bought one last week. It's like $1,700. If you can afford a $1,200 GPU, you could probably afford if you can actually afford a $1,200 GPU, you can afford a $1,700 GPU. And if you actually need a 4080, if you have a use case that a 4080 would like truly show, you know, its power, you probably could utilize a 4090 too. You know, I don't think it's a mistake that those prices are where they are, and I don't think it's a mistake that the power difference between those two is where it's at. Like Nvidia is not stupid. Like they're a multi-bajillion-dollar business for a reason. But anyway, somebody's like, you do realize that a 4090 is like 3 times the cost of 4080. It's like, actually, it's not. Its price to performance is better than a 4080, and it's not even close. But yeah, whatever. What do I know? Anyway, yeah. So Michael here is stupid fast. I could, I can get closer. I don't think I'm hitting a 38 flat. But yeah, went with a 70. Yes, and I don't know anything about AMD GPUs. So like, I don't even like what would that equate to in NVIDIA world? 79. Like talking about 40 net. Don't have the need for anything more. Yeah, exactly. And that's the point, right? Like, if you have a need for a 4080, like an actual like a use case where it's really going to show it, like it's going to be able to stretch its legs and do its thing, like you could probably also benefit from a 4090. Otherwise, get like a 4070 or 4070 Ti, or an AMD GPU that's in that kind of same space, kind of around a 4080. Yeah, makes sense, man. Makes sense. But anyway, yeah, I just thought it was funny. I just like the actually. It's like 3 times the cost. It's like, it's not, man. I bought one last week from Best Buy. Like, I would never, even, I'm just not, I'm not the person to, like, I'm not going to do the whole, like, game. I'm not going to pay scalper rates. I'm just not going to do it, So, like, case in point, 20, must have been 2020, the whole, COVID shortages and stuff are going on. I had a 2070 Super. I had this exact same setup, so I had triple 1440p. I was using a 6700K CPU with a 2070 Super with triple 1440p, right? It worked, it was fine, but it definitely was getting murdered. Like my machine was getting killed, right? So I had an actual need to get like a nice 30 series GPU when they came out. Well, of course you couldn't buy them, and people were doing whatever they were doing with 3080s. And I'm just stubborn. Like, I'm not going to do that. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not spending the 12 or 13 or whatever it was, $100 for a GPU that should cost, should cost $700, whatever it should have cost. Maybe it was something else. But yeah, I waited. I did the whole Discord thing, and I got the ping one day at work, and I needed it sometime in like the fall of 2020, I think it was. I think I placed my order. I ended up able to buy one. It was either January or February of 2021. So I waited a good couple months in a use case where I could absolutely have utilized a 3080 much earlier than I did, but I wasn't going to pay the prices. So that's just, so I get it. But to say that like you can't buy one at retail, that's just not the case. You can't easily or readily buy one at retail, but you can be a little patient. It was so much so that I bought one from Best Buy to be delivered to my house, and it was one of those situations where like, you put it in your cart, and then like when you try to check out, it's like, hey, it's out of stock. And you're like, shit, So like, I thought it was out of stock. I don't know. An hour later, I was back on my phone, and I somehow had it in my cart there too. And I was just like, let's just try it. And I hit the buttons, and it went through, and I was like, oh, shit, But I was fully expecting to get an email that said, hey, order's canceled. We actually don't have this in stock. Don't know how you bought it. Sorry, whatever. And so because of that, and because the whole, like, they said it was shipped, but it was like 2 or 3 days that UPS's website didn't have any updates on that shipping code, and I don't know, probably too long of a story, but it basically looked like it was not coming. Like a label was created. The UPS website said it hadn't received the shipment yet from Best Buy, so it just seemed like it wasn't going to happen. So I was still kind of periodically checking the Best Buy website, and sure enough, found another 4080 or 4090 that I was able to buy to pick up locally, like in a week. I was like, okay, cool, I'll buy that one too. And so, like, I know I'm going to get one within a matter of a week. Now, whether one's coming to my house in 2 days, or I'm going to go pick one up at the store in 7 days, like, one's coming, and I'll cancel the other one, we'll be good. And sure enough, the one that was shipping showed up like 2 days later, so I was able to cancel the other 4090. But, like, I literally was able to purchase 2 at retail within the last week and a half. So, like, it's doable. It's just, you got to put some effort into it. So, I don't even know how we got started on that. I see a squirrel, I start talking about random things. All right, let's go back into it. One thing I desperately need to do is practice my qualifying. Like, I desperately need to practice qualifying. I suck at qualifying. I just suck at qualifying, and I always put myself in a position where I'm a couple cars back from where I theoretically should be starting based on pace. Oh, and I do want to watch this lap so I can kind of see what it looked like from this It's always learned something from this vantage point, but yeah, I gotta if I forget to run some qualifying laps, yell at me. Man, these people are so stupid. They keep replying to me, man. I literally just alright, look. For the bigger person, I swiped it. It's gone. Let's focus on fun. Let them figure their shit out. Alright, so qualifying, definitely got to do that. And yeah, like I suck at official qualifying, but in IGP fun, in the league races, man, qualifying is fucking massive. Like, I think I started 34th or something in our Laguna Seca race yesterday out of like 49 cars or something. And I felt like I had pace that I should have been at least somewhere in like the mid to upper 20s. So I mean, I probably, you're talking, I don't know, at least like 6 or 7 cars that I should have started in front of at least and not had to worry about overtaking or all those things. So like that, it's huge there. It's obviously huge in officials as well. But yeah, gotta practice that. Let's take a look at this lap, because I just kind of want to see how it looks from this point of view. Get out, PC. Giving out PC build advice. Also needing some fans below the GPU as some additional. Is that what that says? Sorry, I got like this icon in the way. So I don't know that case. I've seen it referenced a bunch. So I'd say I'm probably not the best person to give advice on that. But at the end of the day, like, airflow is king, right? So if you have something that's equivalent to like a 4080 in terms of power, I don't know if the AMD stuff maybe runs. I know historically they've run hotter. I don't know if that's true. Situation looks like. Maybe have like a radiator with exhaust front. That's probably sufficient. If I was trying to make that decision for myself, I guess what I would do is I would be in the sim or whatever, is maybe your most taxing, kind of like taxing system or program or game or whatever that you run. For me, this is literally all it does is iRacing. And I would just have like the hardware info or hardware monitor running and just checking temps. Like, if the temps when it's at its heaviest load are okay, then probably wouldn't change anything. 260s at the front, 140 at the rear, and a 360. Yeah, you're probably more than sufficient with that, to tell you the truth. I actually added 2 more fans to the front for intakes on this new case because I had to buy a new case because the GPU is stupid big. So I've got 3 in the front intake, 1 in the back as the exhaust, and then 3 at the top as an exhaust through a radiator. So I think we have a very similar setup in that respect. And one thing I don't know would be definitely worth checking out or looking up. If you look at like Jay's 2 Cents, I'm a big fan of his on YouTube. But take a look at him and see if you can find a video that I know he's done one. I can't remember what it might be called, but that references like positive or negative airflow. You know what I mean? Like, should you have more coming in and less going out, or less coming in, more going out? Like, changing the pressure of that airflow, I think, is actually kind of important. And honestly, I'm not sure which one's better. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and get them all. Go ahead and get all of them, and make sure you get double the RGB LEDs. Get them all, and you could just tell your wife, like, hey, this dude on the internet said that I had to do it. It was critical, and it's all his fault, so I apologize. Yeah, positive pressure is better. Interesting. So more going in than coming in. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. Which I guess for me, that's not the case. Mine's probably pretty equal. I got 3 going in, 4 going out. But 3 through the top go through a radiator. I'm not sure if that helps it or hurts it much. Alright, let's take a look at some of this. Not bad. Oh, terrible. This lap shouldn't count, but we'll watch it anyway. It's the easy part of the lap. How close do we come to this? Not even close. Wow. Definitely get more with that. Negative pressure pulls air from every opening and much more prone to getting dust inside. Interesting. Wait, with negative pressure? So what is that? What does that mean? It pulls air from every opening. So does that mean having more exhaust? Maybe I'm losing sight of which one's which at this point. Negative pressure pulls air from every opening and much more prone to getting dust into which. Yeah, logically that makes sense. See where this was. Yes, I mean, I've got quite a bit of space, and you can see. So having more exhaust than intake is negative pressure. Okay. More exhaust than intake, negative. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think you're probably right. I think I'm just confusing myself. I'll have to look it up, honestly, because like I said, I just did this like a week ago, and I just kind of did it so I could get it all back together and, you know, play the game and everything, and just excited to get going. So I didn't think a whole lot about it, which was probably a mistake on my part. So good rotation. I hit way too much of this guy, the fat boy in the middle, which makes the car jump. Like literally jump. Rear tires are not on the track right now. Everything else through there is good enough. That last apex not so great, but not terrible. That wasn't very good. That was not great. That just shows you how much more time is in it. That's a 38.6. I did run a little wide. That's probably worth about a tenth and a half. That was solid. Not terrible, but not good. Good. Yeah, that's fine. Wow. How is that my best lap? That's crazy. That's not so great. I need a quick little bio break and I'll be right back. Right. I think what I've found is once you start going on the other side of that 40 hill, gotta pee all the damn time. It's very frustrating. I hope it's just because I'm 41. I must have put some good good words in the title. Got more people watching tonight than I ever do. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe. I post race videos, mostly race recaps. Recently I've pretty much only been doing the F3 car because it's awesome, and been enjoying that quite a bit. So a lot of F3 races, some officials, but I mostly spend my focus on private leagues, or really one private league, IGP Fun. So I'll do some race recaps there. If any of that stuff's of interest, hook me up with a subscribe and you will get... I'm not sure why I'm saying it like that. Subscribe. Click the button. Do the thing. Help me out. It's actually shocking. I'll tell you one thing with my videos that I've noticed that actually kind of blows my mind. It is crazy how important just a couple likes are. Just a couple likes. My videos don't get a lot of views. A good video for me gets like, I don't know, 300 views or something. Like, that's a good one. Like, the awesome ones get like, my rig tour has like almost 20,000 views. That one is like way outside the realm of normal for anything I've done. Normal, like my crazy good views are like, I don't know, one of the recent league races I did has like 3,600 views or something. That's crazy for me. My average video, I don't know, maybe 300 views or something, but you can tell. You can just look. Oh, it gets a couple likes or a couple this, and all of a sudden, you can just, you go to the analytics tab or whatever for that video, and you can just see it's giving you way more impressions, or the algorithm is like figuring out, hey, there's like 4 people who clicked the like button on this video. Let me send it out to more people. It's kind of wild. We're talking about small, it's tiny ass numbers, especially in the world of YouTube. So yeah, if you like what you see, and I hate to be that guy, like I'm not like trying to shill for likes or anything, but damn, it helps. I just like to get on the internet, do some racing, have some fun, talk some shit. I love, frankly, just the social interaction I enjoy. Meeting people, just having a good old time. Trying to figure out how to hit an apex once in a while. Damn. Just forget I gotta move my mouse, or it's gonna hit the floor. These base shakers, man. Haven't quite dialed those suckers in either. Have not dialed them in. Yeah, I agree with that actually. I just don't know if I have it in me, you know what I mean? Like, I do think that I have a lot of knowledge in different areas because I've been doing it for so long, and, yeah, a few channels. Yeah, totally agree with you. Totally agree. And I've done some of that stuff, like, say, yeah, exactly. I mean, you're 100% correct. There's no question about it. And I've done a couple things like that. I just feel like I have like zero production quality. You know what I mean? Like, if you go look at my like rig tour, it's about as low budget as it gets. Like, I think people click it because it has a cool thumbnail, because it shows, I mean, and it's a sim rig tour, which I think those are just naturally super popular. But the thumbnail is like a picture from, behind the rig that shows my little cubby that has my F1 posters, and it looks good, right? So people click it, I get it. But it's like, it's literally me holding a phone, or maybe I was holding a GoPro, I don't even remember what I don't even remember what I used, to be quite honest. But it's, it's not scripted, there's no cool cuts, it's just, it's cringy, honestly. And so I feel really dumb doing stuff like that. Like, you watch YouTube and you're like, oh man, you know, I've got a cool setup. I could show that off. People I think would like that, you know, and I've gotten so many awesome questions, and it has been really cool. But then I watch it back and I'm like, God, did I actually make that? It just, I think it looks bad, you know. And I don't feel like I have the personality for like so much of that stuff. I don't know. And so then I just kind of revert back to doing what I always do, which is racing and posting videos. Man, the tire's cold. Temperature keeps dropping. It's now 97. But you're right, it is. It's all about hardware. It's all about reviews and updates, and because I think the same way, like, what do I watch, you know? And there are some people whose race videos I really do enjoy, like Stuffy and Dave Cam and all that. I watch some of those, but I'd probably spend more of my time watching like an update or, you know, something that's outside of just racing. So I get it. Heard that from a lot of people who make media content, they can't stand it. Yeah, I mean, I feel, you feel incredibly exposed. That setup has wild turn in. Yeah. That's not you, is it, Sam? You should be asleep if it's you. It's also 97 degrees, so that certainly is helping. But yes, setup is good. But yeah, Michael, it's I don't know, man. It's hard to do. It's really hard to do. Put yourself out there like that, and, you know. I've been fortunate. I haven't had a whole lot of critics. Also, you know, very small following, so generally don't have a lot of negativity. But you think about some of the big guys like Will. I mean, man, let's say once a week. Yes. Let's say once a week you go on Reddit and somebody's talking smack about Will at Boosted Media, and it's like, I mean, the guy's just out there doing his best to make content and truly putting himself out there every day to millions of people, you know? That's a tough ask. Imagine if 1 million people watched you do your job. Why did I go down? Another? Who are you? I gotta know. But yes, it is from Sam. He lent me this. He lent me a setup for the week. Symbol resolution. I don't know from that name. But I've definitely thought of some ideas, Michael. One I had was, I mean, not that it's not a novel idea. I saw somebody else do it. But they were doing like the F1 23 game, and they were like, how much better do I get after 500 laps of practice at Abu Dhabi? And I thought, that's actually that's a great idea. That's a great video. I watched the whole thing. It was super fascinating. Shit. Dang it, that hurt. And so I thought, like, huh, maybe I should do that 1 week. Pick a track I have no experience at, and then just see what happens. Run like 300 laps or something stupid. And just record it. But even then, it's like, there's just so much to it, you know, the editing of everything. I have the software, I don't really have the skill set. So I would need to practice, or, you know, take that, I guess, as the opportunity to practice. Alright, 4 laps, fuel left. This corner is just the worst. Sam gave me some good tips on that corner. I have not put them to use yet, unfortunately. See if I can focus up and put in a lap or two. Losing time all the way down. Telemetry tools. Yeah, I'll take a look in a second. We're on one, boys. I'm still so torn in third or fourth gear in that corner. Damn it. A little too early. Use one of the telemetry tools, so do some laps, walk people through how you look at telemetry and get back out, see how much you can improve. Yeah, true. True. And like, don't get me wrong, I just thought of something there. Don't get me wrong, I don't really mean to be making excuses for not doing things or whatever, but just to give you my initial reaction when I hear that, I'm like, yeah, I love that. And then I always think, like, I get coaching from people, you know, like, am I knowledgeable enough to actually, like, help anybody else? But then I realize, like, yeah, there's probably plenty of people who would look at me and be like, oh, you're super fast, bro. It's like, not really, it's all relative, you know? But even the super fast guy that I get coaching from probably got coaching from somebody. Actually, I know he got coaching from somebody else at one point in time, so I don't look at myself as like an authoritative figure on any of this, right? But I agree with what you're saying, 100%. Like, it's definitely could be found very useful by quite a few people. Maybe I should watch somebody else's video about how to hit that corner correctly. 2.8 is good enough to be given advice. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I was way higher back in the day. I tanked it hard. Maybe I should make a video about how to tank your iRating. I was one of those guys. I broke the rules. I felt like I did it for a good reason, though. So this was probably like, I don't know, if you ever go and look at my member page or whatever, you'll see two giant spikes and giant craters. And it was like, at the time I was only racing Skippy or only racing F4, and I was like, I'm gonna do GT3 now. And of course I would like join an IMSA race, and I would just get absolutely murdered. And I don't mean like, hey, I finished last, poor me. I finished last by like 30 seconds to the next last person. Like, just embarrassingly bad, to the point I had no business being there. And so I was like, I'm just going to tank my iRating from, like, I think the highest ever was like 3.7 or 3.8, something like that. And I just tanked it until I'm totally screwing up here. But I would tank it until I joined a race, and I was able to at least keep up with the pack. Which, you know, to me didn't feel wrong, even though I know it's against terms of service, but I did that twice. Until the last time I did it, both times I did it, I ended up right around 2K is where I found that I belonged on the GT3 side of things. And then, of course, inevitably, in both cases, I came right back to the open wheelers. And this time landed on F3. I still don't know if third or fourth is right through there. Not that that was a good corner anyway, but... Or was that one? Kind of the advice I've gotten through that corner. Turn 9. So get that rotation early and then just get on the throttle to create more oversteer. And just, yeah, I knew it was coming. Kind of just handle it going through. And unfortunately, I feel like every time I get on the throttle there, it just wants to understeer, push me right out. But of course, my natural reaction to that is to just let off, which just makes the oversteer more pronounced, and then there we go. Sorry if you guys want to see racing. I think tonight I'm just going to be focused on practicing. I think I'm just braking way too late. So, rotation, way too much. I don't know if the curbs are contributing to that or what. Take a look at that wheel. Wheel still, wheel straight. Now counter steering completely. Really counter steering. Too much. Overcorrected. Yeah. Definitely not my corner. Not yet. We'll get it. We'll get it. Let me take a look at that last time through the bus stop. God, turn on, that was terrible turn one. Terrible turn one. Man, and even this, like, yeah. That's actually not bad. I mean, I still got up on this curve. I need to get over more. But it's like, man, you feel like you're going to just crush this thing. We've worked the car to rotate a bit more on the apex before hitting the gas and opening up the exit. Yes, it causes understeer when hitting the gas on exit. Yeah, for sure. I'm in this like weird thing where one of the big issues that Sam's helped me identify is that like I get into this place where I coast a lot. And it's like I've hit the brakes too early, but it's too early for me to really get back on the throttle. And so I just find myself in this strange like second or whatever where I just coast. And so I'm kind of like trying to get out of that. That's super difficult to do because it's basically just a habit for me at this point. And so it's like I need to be on something. So either I'm accelerating out or I'm still have the, you know, the brake supplies and the downforce is, you know, on the weights on the front tires that the downforce is doing the thing. And I can actually get through the corner. I can't quite time it up. I've been doing it one way for so long. It's just kind of how I do it. Really hard to break that habit. Really hard. Peaking brake pressure too early. Yeah, I think that's part of it. It's either that, right, or I'm doing it, or so I'm either peaking it too early, or I'm starting to brake too early. So maybe the pressure's fine, but I need to just go deeper into a corner before I apply it. There's the mouse again. I think what Sam's telling me to do is like try not to be as spiky on the brakes. Be a little bit smoother on them. Almost treat this more like a momentum car, like an F4 car or something. So I'm not just like slam on the brake. Which I kind of just have that tendency to do. I do the same thing in the F4 car. It's like just threshold brake immediately, brake super late. I did it right there actually. And I think that corner is just like it pronounces my problem. Because the corner kind of goes on for a little while. There's a transition there. So like the part of the track we're driving on to like the normal chute. What's that thing called? The chute? I don't know. Like the NASCAR version of the track. There's like a little bit of a transition, and if you're not in the right, the car's not angled the right way through that transition, it's really easy to lose the rear end. So yeah, it's funny how that corner doesn't look like much, but man, it's tricky for me. Butt kickers, man. You go over those curbs strong. Mine aren't actually butt kickers. I just have the Daytons. Plenty strong though. Felt a little bit better. I don't know if it actually was. I was gonna nail that wall. I was gonna nail that thing.
38.968.
I kind of miss Jim. Never thought I'd say that. Kind of miss the bastard. Even when he was talking smack to me. Oh! Thought I was gonna lose it. Just lost it there. That was fourth, still slower. It's a good corner there. Probably the best I've gotten through there so far. Is that a boy? 10th better.
38.597. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Dang it. Just kind of let that one track out a little bit more than it should have. So my optimal's down to a 37.96. There's an apex over there somewhere. And I think one of my better corners too. Not that time. Or that one. Kind of ruined it here in this last little sector or two. Darn. That was looking good early.
38.785.
Temps are coming down too though. It's 94 degrees. It certainly has something to do with it. So you can definitely hold that thing, you can hold that thing flat out going through the carousel for sure. At these temps at least, when the tires are hot. But you definitely start feeling the back end come out. Not sure if that's optimal. I'm sure it's not for the course of our race, but maybe for qualifying. Just kept it on there. I shifted too early. Should be shifting at the top of the hill. I think I was looking up at chat. Still not as close as I need to be, but good enough. Watch that left rear. I mean, it put down rubber twice. That's not terrible. Yeah. Didn't slow down enough. Apparently that's a thing. What is this? Yeah, this is my best lap. I think. Just make sure. Okay. I look good. Just on it. Good boy. Waited to the right spot to shift. Look at me. Oop. Much better. Got squirrely. I just kept it in it. Look at both left side tires putting down rubber. I think that's third. 4. No, maybe it was fourth. That was not a great corner. Not terrible though. Just didn't get as close to the apex as I should have. I'll have to send this lap to coach. That's the best I got so far, buddy. Okay, so that's not a bad corner. It's probably my best one. It's got to be up there at least. It's definitely my weakest part of this whole track. It's probably the best one I've had the whole way through. And that I could definitely push a little harder. That's not bad. Not bad at all. 38.5. Not bad. Only 5 minutes left in the session. No point in going back out. I need to save. So I need to save this somehow. There was like a YouTube something. Stats, docs, YouTube, control panel, sweet. Dang, y'all, I've had way more viewers on this stream than any other stream I've had on YouTube. 4 people watching. Thank you all for joining me tonight. 33 views in total. It's like 32 more than normal. So thank you. Let's see. Stream marker. It's probably too late for that. I'll just have to remember and go back and find the timestamp for him and send him the lap. Not bad. I'd like to go find more people. See if we can get a little bit more competition going. Because Michael is way the hell in front of me. Still. Want to see some racing? Yeah, I'm with you. It's just weird. Like normally this early in the week, I don't do much of that. Like I said, truly, I know even for me, I'm looking at it like it doesn't feel like this is the first time I've been here in the F3 car, but it is. So I'm like not comfortable racing yet, you know what I mean? I feel like I need a night or so, but now I feel plenty good to get out there and race a little bit. I think what I might do is do some of that qualifying practice before I call it for myself for the evening. I'll jump into another session, do a little bit of Q, and see what that looks like. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna save that. Yes, we are. I mean, that's a pretty solid lap. 38.5. Like I said, I know it's 94-ish degrees, I believe. That's certainly chilly for the week. Let's see what it looks like in the next session. I'd like to see more people in there, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see. This next race is at 10:15, so there'll definitely be some people showing up as we get into it. Do a little bit of this, see what kind of qualifying times we're looking at. Let this bad boy load. But it's funny, man. I feel like the longer I do iRacing, the less I do like official races. I just, so much drama with it sometimes. I swear if officials were a little bit more like leagues, this would be like the greatest thing on the planet. I'm wondering, maybe I'll just use Sam's. Maybe I'll just use Sam's set. Make a qualifying version based on some of the data that I have here. So looks like 8.6 per lap. We want 3 laps. That's 1.1. Let's go with this. Save it as Q. Let's see what that does. I mean, I gotta imagine it's probably faster than any of the other. Normally, I've used the setups in the past, and I mean, it's definitely a me problem, but for me, they weren't really any different than VRS. But again, I think that's me getting used to the car, getting used to everything here. Let me also, because I want to do this in qualifying, put myself in a different group. Alright, so I hope this gives me enough laps, we'll find out. Treat it like a real qualifying session. 94 degrees. Save you for my cough. Got to move my mouse again. I feel like the transducers feel very good. Just a little too strong. especially from a mouse and my little like fan remote. Critically important those guys stay on the little mouse pad thing here attached to my rig. I have like a little tiny table beside me for drink and phone and stuff like that. So I'll just put them on there for the time being, but it's kind of like I'm in this weird thing, like I don't really want to dial down the strength because it feels really good. But at the same time, I don't want to have to move it every time. And I've dialed it down a touch, and it just doesn't quite do the job. So it looks like 1.9 laps. It's not going to maybe not have quite enough fuel. I wonder what racing's going to be like here this week. It's going to be drafty, I would think. Try to just hold that down for a qualifying lap. Curious about racing this week for sure. Could be more aggressive there. It's like I'm stuck in limbo, man, every time in that stinking corner. If I have a full lap in, maybe I'll try. Give it another click if it doesn't work out.
38.33.
38.3. What the fuck? How does that make any sense? What did I just do a minute ago? Like a 38.6 or something? 38.5? Oh, fuel alert. Let me get around. .1. Damn it! No! That was gonna be like a 37.6. Oh, dude. Damn it! Come on. That would have been a hell of a lap. That's heartbreaking. Yeah, good luck. No fuel. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. Well, I think we know we need to touch more fuel. Right. Dude. I don't remember how far up I was, but it was at least like 6/10 up. Holy shit. Oh man. That's brutal. Oh man, I was moving. I was gonna be like a 37.6 or something, 37.7 maybe. Jeez. That is just brutal. Good luck replicating that. Damn. God, I can't. And all the hard stuff was over. You know, like, man. That hurts. That hurts. I mean, granted, I was just sending it through the bus stop, but yeah, cool tires, cool tires, cool tires.
Slow down. You got a
Yeah. I get you. Damage him. Temperature is dropping too, though. It's 92 now. I'm sure that's helping me a ton. Yeah, my optimal's up 37.7. I've actually wondered that myself. I haven't experienced any yet. And I would say I've hit the shit out of that thing a few times, so I'm guessing if I haven't seen it yet, I'm guessing no. But I don't know. That's a great question, though. Alright. Still on it.
You had about 2 laps of fuel left.
Sure this time? Oh, that was contact. That didn't count. Thought it was going to be a 0x. Shoot for the next lap. There's not even much wind. It's only 2 miles an hour. Like, even wind wasn't impacting that much. Man, I can't believe that. It's like the lap of my life. That was like a tenth of a gallon off.
38.513.
Let's nail these corners.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
All right. Hey, look at all that. Did it again. 37.2.
.277.
All right. That's good. That's good again. There's no way I'm doing better than that. Jesus. That was my last, my best, and my optimal. I'll Alt K and bring it to you. That's all I got. Everything was purple. I mean, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Got to show that one to Sam. I think he'll be proud. For sure. Whew. Saving that lap. You know, I looked at the wrong track configure. Something is different than what Garage 61 says. That would be the fastest lap out there. You know, it could just be because it's like, you know, 2 hours in. You know what I mean? My guess is it's this week. The track just turned over. Just not a lot of people have gotten laps in yet. So we might have the world record right now, but I'm sure people have been doing much faster than that. For sure. Or, you know, they certainly will be. No doubt about it. But hey, man, you were here for it, right? World first. Fastest F3 driver in the history of iRacing ever. And we'll just roll with it until somebody proves us wrong, right? Yeah, I mean, we'll see some quick ones for sure. I've got to imagine, like, the IGP fun dudes, man. You know, it felt amazing. It felt amazing. Can't lie. That felt phenomenal. And I want to say, track temp right now shows me at 95, winds at 1.5 miles an hour. So I wouldn't get much from the wind. Certainly getting some help from that temp. But, you know, we've been in a couple sessions. Like, I've been in at least 3 sessions so far, and they're all hovering right around that. Anywhere from like mid-90s, and it's as low as it gets, but like say mid-90s to like 100, 102, something in that range. So I think that's somewhat representative. Let's take a look at that lap. 'Cause that was nice. No draft, no, you know, no bullshit. Felt great. And you know, we're doing some things at this bus stop for sure. God, I didn't even hit it that well. That's so crazy. I mean, we're still off the ground, off the ground. Look at that. What the hell is going on? Yeah. Okay. None of those are useful. Is there like a side view? Alright, look, we're gonna do it. Why not? Zoom in a little bit. Other way. I mean, look, well, maybe I've gone too far. But yeah. Car is very much off the ground in the back. Something tells me you're not supposed to do it this way, right? But whatever. It was fun. Let's see. When it landed, foot in it. I mean, I think that's the takeaway here. I put the brakes on very little bit, throttle out, and just hammered it. Because I'm not concerned, right? I'm just, if it wrecks, whatever. We're just kind of going for a crazy lap. Front left is getting murdered there. Whee! Exactly. Then that's a terrible corner. Terrible. Look how far away from the apex I am. Which, I don't know, maybe it's not that terrible. Maybe I was able to carry more speed because I was a little wider? I don't know. Maybe not. That was a great corner. That was a great corner. Jesus. Looking back at those inputs, I don't know how well you can see the inputs. But yeah, good trail brake and back on throttle very quickly. The Achilles heel. I mean, that's pretty good, I think. Good enough for me. And these two are easy. That's flat. And this one didn't really hit the apex. Had room to give. I probably hit the brakes a little too hard, honestly. Missed the apex just by a bit. And I mean, had more room. Could have been a little bit better. That's crazy. 37.277. Good stuff. I'm wondering, that actually makes me wonder, what are some of the fast laps? Let's take a gander. What's the member site? I think you can see this. Yes. So yeah, speaking of my tanking, so had a good time. Well, that didn't really tank that one. This one I did. Started around like 2K when I came back. Got up to like 30, it was like 37 something. And I was like, I'm gonna race GT3, and I intentionally dropped it back to 2K and over the course of like a week or less. And then I just didn't do GT3, came back, got back up to like 32, 3300, and I was like, I'm gonna do GT3 again, and then I just got, it's like, no, I'm not gonna do it, and then, yeah, whatever. Alright, let's see, world records. This is the, there's a bot that somebody made in IGP Fun, and it goes and scrapes this page for all of the, practice sessions. 23 season 4, I guess there's just nothing there yet. Cup config, no, that's not it. Boot, there we go. See, it doesn't have mine. See, yeah, fastest, wow. Yeah, so at least as far as this is concerned, I'm number 1. So I guess I need to get out of here real quick, let this update, and then take a screenshot of it, because it's not going to be like that forever. It's not going to be like that. Not going to be like that for very long, that's for sure. For sure. Because yeah, I mean, once people get in here and start running these laps, we know Michael's quick, but I don't see a lot of IGP Fun guys. Roberto, super fast. They'll all be on here crushing those lap times, for sure. But you know, hey, we're gonna take that lap. We're gonna make a YouTube video out of it, and we're gonna post it on the internet tonight. That's gonna happen. Because yeah, I can't imagine doing anything better than that. For sure. And we're gonna have to give Sam all the credit in the world because he gave me the setup. And gave me some tips earlier today, for sure, which was super kind of him. So yeah, but yeah, this obviously isn't up to date, so I don't know when I did that 38.5. I don't know how long it takes for these things to update. Do a lap guide. Yeah, I tell you, man, you say that, my first reaction is like, I don't really feel qualified to give a lap guide. I really don't. I really don't. I do understand the irony of what I just said, but I honestly just kind of blacked out and did the lap. 37.6. So yeah, and I'm curious too, like with some of the races. I wonder if they have the races where you can kind of look back. How do they used to have that? You can kind of see the weather, you know what I mean? Exit the session. Yeah, good call. Exit the session. Definitely want to save that. Yes, I want to quit. Fast lap. Save. See, I want to go through and make a video for sure. Cool. Yeah, I don't know how long it'd take. It'd probably take a little while to update, I would imagine. Because I know they had some issues. I mean, that's, part of the reason why they got the new UI. They had some issues with the database, I guess, getting smashed from the old member site because it was just poorly coded in such a way. But yeah, just looking at the session that we were just in, like Jake just did a 37.352. So he's right there. Kind of wonder too. I mean, that was definitely hauling ass, but that was also a qualifying run. That was the second lap. And I think those tires come in a little bit more. Like, there's probably more speed in that, to be honest. I wonder, your fastest lap probably going to hit on like lap 3, maybe 4. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it would just be on that second one. But you know how those tires are. They come in a little bit. Alright, I'll check that in a sec. What else? What are we going to do? I'm trying to think of how I did that that lap video last time. I don't really remember what I did, to tell you the truth. I think I need to go in and make the telemetry thing a little bit bigger on Race Labs. Do it that way. But yeah. Cool stuff. Alright, man. Well, it's about 10 o'clock for me. Really appreciate you hanging out. I mean, honestly, like, it's one of those things where just having somebody to chat with and hang out with for an hour or more makes all the difference. So thank you for making my night entertaining. I appreciate that. Track guide. Dude, I can't do a track guide. We'll just pretend. You just black out, you turn really hard, you hold her down, and you hope for the best. Like, that's kind of all I got. But truly, thank you for hanging out, man. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll put something together here for this. Drop it out there on YouTube at some point tonight, hopefully. And yeah, thanks for hanging. This was like far and away the most successful stream I've had on YouTube. So I've had like 7 or 8 people hanging out at one point in time. So totally cool. Totally appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, Michael, and anybody else watching. And I'll catch you guys later.